All right, the Carpinteria Warriors are a football team under construction. They have a lot of guys hurt, and the ones playing are improving. Tonight, Carp going for win number 1 on the season, but it would be anything but easy. The Warriors and the Warriors will play an undefeated Oak Park Eagles squad. The Eagles were winless last year. Big thanks to the ASU Cronkite Sports Bureau helping us get these highlights. Jordan Vega, 25 yards later, he's in the end zone. Oak Park would miss the PAT, 6-0. Quarterback Mike Garibay of Carpinteria, sacked by Sean Pollard of Oak Park, so Carpinteria has the punt. And Oak Park back on the attack. Reese Smith working his way to the outside and barely touched. 40 yards for the touchdown. Eagles up 13-0. The Eagles students feeling good. Remember, they were winless last year. They're trying to be undefeated. Ensuing kickoff, though, here comes Carpinteria. Oscar Garcia from his own 4-yard line makes the kicker miss right up the middle. It's a foot race from there. 96 yards for Oscar Garcia. Touchdown, Carpinteria. Feeling good, back in the game. However, they get a little sloppy. They put the ball on the ground, and it's Tyler Stump of Oak Park near midfield coming away with it. Trying to beat the Eagles, you can't make those kind of mistakes. Going for your first win is Carpinteria. David Schumacher to Jordan Vega. Vega, watch this effort. He gets to the outside. Looks like he's going to go down, but nope. He goes down. Touchdown alley for the touchdown, and it's 20-7 Oak Park. Now time winding down in the first half, and Carpinteria trying to get some offense going, but Oak Park, Vincenzo Granatelli, Benny, interception. You like that, huh? The interception for Oak Park, and Oak Park wins this football game by the final score of 39-7. Carpinteria stays on the road next week. They are at North Torrance. Center A.
Well, head coach John Mack and his offensive coordinator Tim Gutierrez won several CIF championships together at St. Bonaventure High School. Many years later, Mack is now at Oxnard, while Coach G is in his 4th season as head coach of the Buena Bulldogs. Reunited on opposite sides of the field tonight, these coaches would square off. We'll pick it up in the second quarter. Game tied at 6. Quarterback Dalton Pagano shooting it over to Dustin Sanchez, who makes sure to get both feet in for the catch on the Yellow Jackets, feeding the monster. That'd be Raymond Caldera, taking a hit and keeps on going, and that's good for the first down. That would lead to this, a handoff right back to Caldera, who would fight his way up the middle for the touchdown. Oxnard takes the lead 13-6. Now that would be the score at halftime, and that was something to cheer about for these Yellow Jacket cheerleaders. We head to the third. Buena looking to get that one back. Martin Mijares' pass is picked off by Bruce Barksdale, and he would take that one back to the house. Oxnard would go on to win this one 23-16. Buena will host Pacifica next Friday as Oxnard is at home to West Ranch. Well, staying in Oxnard just down the street, the undefeated Tritons hosting the top-ranked team in the Western Division that is. That'd be the Calabasas Coyotes. And you know who's on this team? How about Keyshawn Johnson Jr.? That would be the son of the former Dallas. I was going to say that. Well, anyways, Darnay Holmes, the transfer from Newbury Park, he's in this game too. We'll get it cracking in the first. Aaron letting it fly to Daniel Moraga, who has a terrific grab right there. Now, very next play, Pacifica looking to score. They hand it off, but that's a fumble. It's now Coyotes' ball. Now, the Tritons defense would come out huge on the next drive thanks to this. Mr. Vasquez with the sack. Now, that would force a punt. Hey, speaking of punts, check this out. The end of the first quarter. Darnay Holmes. Oh, yeah. He's going to go for it, right? Shaking off all these defenders as Tritons go flying, trying to catch this guy. They are just not going to do it. 70 yards back to the house for the first score of the game. Now, a whole minute later, it would be Jermaine Brown. Now, he'd fumble the ball. That's all right. He'd pick it right back up, and guess what? He'd get a little help from his friends. He went 0 to 100 real quick, and that's another touchdown. Calabasas would go on to win this one 34-7, handing Pacifica their first loss of the season. Calabasas is now 4-0, while Pacifica is 3-1.
All right, two teams desperate for a win, getting together in Santa Barbara. The home Royals against the Hueneme Vikings. Just 3 games in, and it's already been a long season for San Marcos, who have surrendered over 60 points in each contest. Hueneme knows that feeling all too well over the years. Royals score first. Quarterback Deshaun Vines. He's a playmaker. Keeper to the outside. He scores from 17 yards out. 7-0 San Marcos. Vikings came right back on the next possession. Fullback Joey Marigold rumbling in from the 28-yard line. We are tied up, and I tell you, both teams playing hard. Wins tough to come by. Each one thinking they could win this one. Second quarter, Vines connecting with Luke Pollock for the first down at Hueneme's 40, and then Deshaun Vines getting to the outside, and he's got himself 6 points. It's a 7-point lead now for San Marcos. Now, Royals, strong safety. Aaron Dominguez with the interception, and the Royals setting up shop in Hueneme territory. The tight end, Anthony Diaz-Garcia, gathers his pass in. It's 21-7 San Marcos, but the Vikings, here they come. Third quarter, Baca connecting with a wide-open tight end, Cody Smith. And Hueneme is within 11 points, and they weren't done. Here comes running back Alexander Till, right up the gut. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown. They got within 4 points, but the hosts are the most tonight. San Marcos wins this ball game 24-19. Very exciting there. San Marcos hosts Channel Islands next Friday. Hueneme home to Rosamond.
Well, the Dos Pueblos Chargers are in the middle of a tough 3-game road stretch. They lost at Santa Ynez last week, and tonight they would get Newbury Park. Now, the Panthers may not be quite as strong as they were at last year's CIF runner-up squad, but NP still has plenty of talent. We'll pick this one up in the second with the Panthers up 35-12. Quarterback Cameron Rising going deep and even faking out our camera person. Believe me when I say that was a touchdown. I can't tell you who it was, but it was a touchdown. That would put the score 42-12. The crowd is going crazy. Same quarter, Newbury looking for more this time, going to the corner pocket. That's another Panthers touchdown. Now, these guys are on a roll, but I saved the best for last. I mean, this kid has an arm, right? Ooh. Check out the bomb to Shane Spies, and the Newbury Park would go on to win big over DP, 56-12. Sophomore quarterback Cameron Rising finished, check out these numbers, 426 yards and 7 touchdowns. Now, it certainly does not get any easier next week for DP. They play at Lompoc for Newbury Park. They are at Venice next Friday. Well, it is the oldest rivalry in Ventura County. Fillmore and Santa Paula have been playing each other since 1924, but tonight it was the first time that Friday Football Focus reporter Trevor Schaffel has seen this contest, and he joins us live in studio with the highlights. Pretty intense, right, Trevor?
Well, yeah, it was pretty intense. The stands were packed, and just 9 miles separates Fillmore from Santa Paula. Tonight's matchup was the 105th time these two schools have played each other. Let's find out who won the 2015 edition as bragging rights for the year. Hey Mike, Santa Paula heard you didn't know what the whip was, so we decided to teach you. Fast forward late first quarter, Fillmore goes for it on 4th down, and it's Jose Perez with the first down. Then very next play, they hand it to Perez, but Santa Paula, you forgot somebody. George Tarango on the receiving end, Fillmore scores first. Fillmore with the ball again, 1st and goal, nope. 2nd and goal, negative. 3rd and goal, that's not going to get it done. Fillmore recovers the fumble, but will miss the field goal on 4th down. Now the Cardinals starting to take flight. 4th down, Keyshawn Mata, El Capitan with the keeper, gets the 4th down conversion to set up this. Later in the drive, it's Carlos Zemundio who punches it in from 6 yards out. Fillmore still up 7-6. Then in the 3rd quarter, it's 1st and goal from the 2, and Zach Marquez gets his number called to make it a 12-7 game. So Santa Paula goes for 2, and it's back. Zach, do it again. Marquez gets the 2-point conversion, and Cardinals go up 14-7 before running away with it in the 4th. They go on to win 27-7. Paula now leads the all-time series against Fillmore with 59 wins, 39 losses, and the teams have tied 7 times, but we don't like talking about that. The Cardinals have a bye next week while Fillmore hosts Santa Ynez. Reporting live in the studio, Trevor Schaffel. Back to you, Mike.
All right, T. Schaffel, good job. The Westlake Warriors have one of the top teams in all the 805, but they would have to be on their A game tonight They hosted Santa Margarita from Orange County. The Eagles are ranked 7th in the state by Max Preps. Westlake checked in at 79th. Warriors were without a point until the third quarter. Grant Bunker, the star receiver, Theo Howard. Warriors not only on the board, they're tied at 7. Same quarter, not a replay. The two strike again from almost the same spot, 14-7. And then maybe the play of the game, 4th and 1. Westlake's Chase Jasmine. See you later. He is. For the first time in the rich history of Westlake High School football, the Warriors knock off a Pac-5 team. Final score, 21-14. Congrats to Tony, Henny, and the Warriors. Westlake plays at Compton Dominguez next week. Hey, you never know what Highlights Friday Football Focus is going to pull in. How about St. Bonaventure's game at La Quinta in the Palm Springs area? Our sister station, KESQ, doing us a solid. St. Bonnie's Jack Cameron on 4th and 1. He just does pick it up. Very next play, Seraphs into the end zone. 6-yard touchdown by Jack Cameron. 7-0 Bonaventure. So the Blackhawks back with the ball. Andrew Garcia looks to pass, decides to run. Yikes. He is nailed by Andrew Falavao, I think. And maybe that hit got the QB thinking because he fumbled the ball. Noah Bateau recovers. And it is the story of the Seraphs defense. They improved to 3-1 as they win big, 41-0. They host the always tough Hart High School next Friday at Ventura College.
That's going to be a good one.
That should be. You might be there, right? When we come back, 8 is enough. 8-man football highlights from Kate and Carpinteria, and we'll check in at Orchid Academy.